constant slope, it's got to have 0 on the boundary, because that derivation had nothing to do with plasticity. And so I'm building kind of a little tent here. In the case of the torsion problem, if I just kept twisting and twisting and twisting, I would just have a constant slope figure that would be heading for the top, which would correspond to the angle of twist being infinite. And I would form a cone. Okay, so that's good. You know, I think that's good because you can visualize how, as the torque goes up, the volume would go up, and how the shear stress distribution would be. It's not real helpful on this simple problem, but it works for anything. That's the good part. Something worth noticing is that if you compare the torque for the cone, that is, you just twist and twist and twist, to the one where you twist until the slope at the edge, you twist elastically until the slope at the edge becomes equal to the yield point and shear. If you do that, then you have a torque, in this latter case, a torque for initiating yielding. With the cone, you have as far as you can go. This would be sort of like collapse. And I don't know if you've had the thrill of taking a ductile sort of material like the ones they use in the oil industry and putting it in a torsion testing machine. The usual testing machine, you pull or you push. But if you take a rod, say a 1-inch rod, it's that long, you clamp the two ends, you start rotating one end. It's a ductile material. It doesn't get in to the sort of stability that we looked at for the tension case. And I was amazed. This was when I was a grad student, I was fiddling around this way. And you start twisting it, and it twists, and it twists, and it just keeps turning. And it doesn't neck. It just keeps on twisting. And eventually it does come apart. But if you were to run that experiment, and if it was a perfectly plastic material and followed the rules we're looking at here, the ratio of the initial yielding to whenever the thing finally broke apart would be roughly the ratio of the volume under the cone to the volume under the parabolic dome that's got a slope equal on the edge equal to K. So I've got that worked out here. And that turns out to be 4/3. So you twist, it starts to yield, and you go another 33% torque before you get to the fully plastic state. And those are numbers that people like to calculate because sometimes that's important. Now on a chunk of metal that you're loading, this number of 4/3 is not atypical. It's the kind of a number that you frequently find. Okay, so we'll look at some others later.
All right. Take a quick break. Hit record right there if you need me.